Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. Well, I've recently picked up a couple more knives by WRK & Son. This first one up here is a Shepherd Hills exclusive. I broke this one out because this was also a Shepherd Hills exclusive, and this is the same pattern, except this one is in the black smooth synthetic, and the reason I grabbed it is because it had a punch blade. Got this one a little while ago. I actually had two of them, but I gave one of them away, so I'm back down to 6K Stockmans, except now, because I picked up this one, I am back up to 7K Stockmans, and this is the second K Stockman knife I picked up with the punch blade. And again, it is an 18 pattern K Stockman, and this one came out, when does it say? July 31st, 2020. So this will be a genuine 10 dot, in that it will have 10 dots on the tang because it came out in a year ending in 0. And this is their dark red peach seed jig bone handle. And usually what you see in the peach seed jig is the amber peach seed jig. This is my big old case Stockman, but this is, like I said, the the number 18 pattern Stockman. Now usually the 18 pattern has a spay blade back here, but this will have the punch blade, and it is also in CV. See there, case XX, 10 dots. I've gone over these before, so really what I'm going to do now is just compare or see how good the build quality is on these. I really haven't looked at it too close. Blade is nice and tight. That was the main blade, a long clip. Sheep foot is also nice and tight. You'll see there is a little, if you can see right there, there is a little blade rub going on with the punch blade. That is not uncommon in these. I know some people have an issue with it. I do not. I have seen blade rub on canoes and old Stockmans forever, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Wow, there's a little bit of a swedge going on there on the back side of the punch. Was that there before? Yeah, I didn't notice it before, but yeah, the swedge was there before. This one was made a couple years back. It seems like Shepherd Hills likes to give us a punch, a number 18 Stockman with a punch every year. I'll have to look to see how often that happens. This was also a Shepherd Hills exclusive. Shield has changed a little bit. This was the oval. This is the long C shield, but really some nice looking dark red jig bone. I'm not a big fan of red bone, but I do like this one. Some of them look a little too tomatoey. This one looks a little bit like strawberry, even though they said it was dark red. Notice it's a little lighter on the edges there. But all in all, not a bad looking knife. Didn't check that punch. Yeah, all the blades are really nice and tight. Got a good close going on with them. Not a bad opening either. I'm pretty impressed with it. I think the build quality is what I would expect from WRK & Son. Yes, like I mentioned, you are going to see some blade rub. You will see the punch rubbing against the sheepfoot blade. That will also happen with the spay blade on this particular pattern. If you want to eliminate that blade rub, you're going to have to open up the sheepfoot when you're pulling out the punch. Got to remember, these knives were really made in the old days for working, and no one really cared about a little scratch on the blade. Not a big deal. You could also, I guess, shorten that punch, but The reason you end up with blade rub on these kind of knives is that when you're pushing in with the nail nick, you're pushing that blade into the other blade. So try and pull up as best you can. Yeah, not bad. As you see, CV. This is a chrome vanadium one. Yep, CV, the CV there also. There's the full number for it. USA 6318 PU, PU for punch, and CV for chrome vanadium. So it is a carbon steel blade going all around on this thing. And like I said, a 10 dot, a true 10 dot, coming out in 2020. Brass liners going on there. Looks like there might be a little bit of a gap there. No big deal to me. Really not a bad looking knife at all. And currently available from Shepherd Hills Cutlery. And it is an exclusive. That's where you're going to find it from. If you find it on eBay, whoever's selling it to you bought it from Shepherd Hills, and they're going to charge you more. So try and go to Shepherd Hills and get it. In any case, really cool. Another Stockman with a punch blade. And let's move on to the other knife I picked up. And I think I got this one from Silver Laddie also off of eBay. And you see here, this one is dated March 5th, 2002. And it is a 55 WH Seahorse in vintage. This is a Vintage Bone Seahorse Whittler. Like Seahorse Whittlers. This is, I think, my third one. And there you have it. I do not know what this jigging pattern is known as, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of like somebody trying to make it look into stag or something like that. Oh man, look at that. And it looks like it was jigged after the, see that? A little dent in the bolster there. So it looks like this jigging was done once the bone was on the knife. Don't know for certain, but that's what it looked like. But it, very strange looking. I don't know if it's a worm groove or what. They just called it Vintage Bone. Yeah, VB, Vintage Bone, and a Seahorse. And this is from 2002. Really nice lockup. I wouldn't expect anything less. They do a really good job with their Seahorse Whittler. Blade's got good action on it. Yep, nice and tight. These blades are really thin and people are worried about them breaking and stuff, but if you're careful with them, you can definitely do what they're supposed to do. So they're small but powerful blades. And then the little pin blade on the other side, that one has a little bit of wobble. Yeah, definitely has a little wobble. Nothing dramatic or anything though. And this is, I think, my third Seahorse Whittler. Hold on, let me see what other ones I got. Yeah, this is number 3 in the Seahorse Whittlers. I've also got the puzzle piece with the bullet shield and the saw cut bone with the Case XX USA shield and the oval. So this one's kind of funky. Definitely got some good thick bone going on there because of the grooves that they're putting in there. In their Vintage Bone. I saw it. It was kind of an interesting looking knife, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Seahorse Whittlers are one of those patterns that I do like to get from W.R. Case & Son, so I probably will end up with like 4 or 5 of them. I'm definitely wanting to get another one. I definitely want to get a Seahorse Whittler and Stag. That's going to cost me a little bit of money, and I would love to get a some kind of Stockman with a punch blade and Stag from Case as well. So we'll see if that happens. That's something I'm on the look for. But anyway, this is just a short look at these knives. I have reviewed Seahorse Whittlers in the past, and I have reviewed these. What I can say is, from what I can tell, at least with these patterns and with the ones that I have been picking up, the quality has been very consistent, and I approve of the level of the quality with them. I know some people will definitely have an issue with the little bit of blade rub going on the back there. To me, that is just something that you find in this pattern, and I don't have an issue with. Other people, yeah, I guess you can get that blade rub going, but you're not going to get the same blade tolerances in there or anything else. This is a nice slim build, and I can live with a little bit of blade rub because, well, I got the punch blade that I wanted. So pretty happy with it. And now this will be probably in the collection, and this one will end up in my pocket. I think these are still available too, so I might go ahead and grab another one of those too, even though I just gave one away. Anyway, with that said, let me take a few pictures for the slideshow, and then we'll move on. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with Tobias. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.